Good day, my friends. How are you all doing? I hope everyone is doing absolutely fantastic and feeling mighty groovy. Mixed Media Art Girl, I know you're new here and we welcome you with open arms. I'm glad to see you. Just keep in mind that we don't allow emojis or symbols in our chat. We have an unusual rule here that I know you weren't aware of, so no problem. Just letting you know. Only English words, please. But welcome. I'm glad to see you here. Thank you for your lovely comment. Good morning to you all. It is nice to see you on this beautiful Saturday morning. Power of Grace. Good morning. Why, YouTube for fun. Sorry. Good morning. Maverick. And my main man, Jersey City Joe. And don't nobody be alarmed. It's just Nate. You must have been talking to RJ, Nate. You must have been talking to RJ. Don't anybody worry. It's just Nate. Very nice to see you all. Mark is here and Andrew. I don't know how long I'm supposed to hold the O's. There's three, so that's I think that's about right. Kostadinov. Okay. Some of the handles I have to say. Sharon Lubitsch. I probably said that wrong. Lynn and Mitchell and Steffijib. There's Ebony, my partner in demon busting. Hello, my sweets. It is good to see you all. 22 people already. Somebody left already. I mean, they just popped in to say goodbye. It is so nice to see you all. There's Cully, the comedy man of the hour. Dominique DeMarco. I think it'd be cool. Your name would be cool if I could roll my R's. Dominique DeMarco. But I can't roll my R's, so it doesn't sound that good. Pretty Marie is here, and pretty she is. Good morning, Mr. Jeff. Yesterday morning I had a night terror. Oh no. Yesterday I fell asleep, though I have to rewatch it. Were you singing? I sang a piece of an Alice Cooper song and was told not to quit my day job, so I didn't stick with it. No, I wasn't really singing. Sorry to hear you had night terrors. Very sorry to hear that. That's something's out of line, Pretty Marie. We don't know what it is, but maybe we'll figure it out. And Lauren, it's good to see you, my Jezebel loving friend. Actually, you're no longer a Jezebel loving friend. You got good taste now, at least. Now you like Ebony, which at least you got some good taste going on there. So Alice Cooper became a Christian. Yes, he did. That is correct. He was a hardcore alcoholic his whole career, and one of those people that when he turned away from it all and went the right way, he's on the right track now. A lot of respect for Alice, actually. Maria Luisa Alvarez, you have understanding. Very nice. Oh no, it's not going to be Lauren and Ebony. No, it's only in Lauren's dreams. Not for real. He's a gangster for God now. Yep. I heard that a while back. So many people will live awful lives. Okay, they do terrible things. They go to the dark side for a long time. Even the chosen ones do. I did. And then when they realize the error of their ways, they go the other way. You got to hand it to them because they're usually your most hardcore Christians. They realize for real that they've done wrong. Taste is perfect now. Well, I will say, I mean, that's good taste, right? I mean, that's a godly woman. That's the kind of woman you should be setting your sights on for sure. Never mind them Jezebels, they'll get you nowhere. They will get you nowhere. So we got 30 people here. There's Brianna. Good morning, Brianna. Someone gossiped to me about my sister passing away, and I woke up yelling, but I was so happy you started your stream. I've been missing your live stream because of family time. Well, I'm glad you're here today, Pretty Marie. Come on, sweetie. Come on. Come on. Come see Daddy. Come on, little girl. Wearing my new Black Friday t-shirt, not t-shirt, shirt. I stopped into Mark's Work Warehouse hesitantly because I go in there and I spend money that I shouldn't spend. I have this thing for clothes all of a sudden because I never owned nice clothes. Now all of a sudden I can afford to own some nice clothes, so now I can't stay at the stores. But I don't need any more clothes. But when I walked in and saw Black Friday deals like 70% off, what do you do? What do you do? Night terrors are when you get attacked by demons in your sleep. Okay, you'll literally get attacked by demons while you're sleeping in your dreams, and even after you wake up, sometimes it's still happening. Yes, Cully. What else would we expect? What else would we expect? Lauren's a good man, though. He's a good guy. I know this for sure. Come on. There we go. There's my girl. There's my girl. So we talked about empaths last night. Had a very successful live stream last night. So today we're going to look at the other side of the coin, the dreaded narcissists. But we're going to give them a bit of a break here today because most people just want to attack them, and I mean, they are a real problem. They're not compassionate people. But the reason they're not is demonic. Thank you, Ebony, and thank you, Cully. $20 for this one. couldn't resist it. It was normally 50, I think. 50 down to 20, something like that. If you got a shirt that I like that's $50 down to 20, I'm buying that baby. I'm definitely buying that one. Good morning, Dade, and good morning, Emily. Jesus, forgive me. Well, I'll forgive you for using an emoji. And Jesus will forgive you too. She's wonderful, and what's not to like? I told her I'm looking for a godly woman. Yes, Lauren, we know you are, but that's not one you're going to succeed with. Pretty much guarantee you that. So, Manolith. No, this is regular time, Jeanette. Actually, sometimes it's 4 in the morning. This isn't early for me at all. I've started at 4. Today was 5:30, so this is later than a lot of them have been. You don't have to repent for your dreams. Your dreams are messages usually. If God gave them to you, it's a message. But you don't have to repent for a dream because you didn't choose it. Fill your boots. That's a Nova Scotia saying. Can I have some of that? Yeah, fill your boots. That's a Nova Scotia saying. Yeah, you don't have to repent for dreams, but you should pay attention to it. If you had a racist dream, it might be God telling you you're racist and you better stop. Yes, some people got a real knack for that dream interpretation. I don't. I'm not able to. Oh, you have no idea how much I'd like to see that email from Lauren. It's none of my business. I know it's not, but one cannot help but be curious. I am indeed curious, but it's not my business, so I'll stay out of it. I will remain on the sidelines on this one. So, the dreaded narcissist is a demon infested person who would probably otherwise be okay. Godly dream interpreter. Yeah, I don't have that skill. I wish I did. Well, if you want to send it to me, Lauren, it's your email. You can show it to me if you want, but I'm not asking. It's not my business. What I've learned can be sent by witchcraft. Yes, that's true. I said if God sent it to you. I didn't say for sure God sent it to you. You're able to be dream hacked. That is completely true. I talk about that quite a bit. There you go. Ebony has a clue about some dreams. There you go. She's definitely godly. So if you're looking for a godly dream interpreter, if she can interpret dreams, she is indeed a godly one. I can attest to that. So just like Maria Louise, I think her name was, if someone can be interpreter dancer. I don't know what you mean by that, Pretty Marie. I'd love to answer that, but I don't know what it means. Who was it? Maria Luis Alvarez. Yep. She said narcissists are people who suffered childhood trauma and its various demons. She is correct. She is totally correct. Well, I actually had a really wild dream last night. Let's wait until Kirsty got here because she showed up in it. Kirsty was in my dream last night. I don't normally dream about the people I meet on here, but Kirsty showed up in a dream, and boy, it's hilarious. She was like G.I. Jane. she was a military woman and brutal and vicious, and trained people on hand to hand combat and stuff. was, and she literally, in this one drill, there was a hidden knife somewhere. So she reached and grabbed the hidden knife. It was in a paper towel dispenser, and no one knew it was in there. She reached in and grabbed it out, and she came at me with this knife, and I thought she was going to attack me. No, she come over and handed it to me. Like, if you think you're tough enough, go ahead. She was going to beat me up if I attacked her with the knife. Whoa, why am I dreaming this? I don't even know. No, she wasn't bald. She was vicious. Non-stop criticism. Demons, Darcy. You got to understand that's what happens. Good day to you, Greg. It's Jersey City Joe, my main man. It was Kirsty. she didn't attack me. She was like a drill sergeant. She was training us in the military in hand-to-hand combat, I guess. We were learning how to do self-defense and how to fight, how to if you get in these situations with hand-to-hand combat, what do you do? So Kirsty was the trainer, and in this one drill, there was a hidden knife that was hidden in a paper towel dispenser. It was in like a public bathroom sort of thing. And she just come walking towards me, reaches in this paper towel dispenser, pulls out this knife and comes at me. And I thought she was going to attack me. But instead of that, she just handed me the knife. She's like, she wanted me to attack her so she could show me what to do. It's like, whoa. It was intense. It was very intense. I woke up laughing. Woke up laughing. So, yeah, it was hilarious. I literally woke up and I'm laughing. I'm like, wow. And she sort of looked like Kirsty, but she looked different. She looked a little bit different. She had a stern look in her face, and Kirsty's always smiling. If you've ever met her, she's always happy and smiling and friendly, and she's not stern at all. But in this one, she was terrifying. Well, not really. She was a trainer. She was trying to train us to be tough. So I don't know what that dream meant, but she was somebody you wanted on your side for sure. Because of college and other stuff. Oh, Pretty Marie, I would stay away from that. I would stay away from that. Friends with Mike Tyson. Oh, you're dreaming about celebrities, Steve. Dreaming about celebrities. Yep, I would stay far away from the military. Yeah, we are already soldiers for God, but we don't have to kill people or anything. We don't get sent into villages to murder and create mayhem everywhere. Like, no, people who join the military don't know what they're getting into until they get over there in like overseas or something. They suddenly find out what they're in for, and they're usually not too happy about it if they're a good person. Some of them, it's the opposite. Some of them are like, okay, this is a license to kill. I love it, and they just go nuts. That's what the military is looking for: is the psychopath. They want somebody who's all good with doing that stuff, being violent. So, Pretty Marie, I don't think you fit the bill. There might be jobs in the military that aren't so bad, but I mean, I don't think you're the right person for it, from what I know of you. It's like high functioning psychopath father. He told me he wanted to buy a small house. I was honest. I did what a man should do. That's about it. Evil person in my past who I escaped from 8 years ago, now coming friendly. Oh, yeah, the past sometimes comes back to haunt us. Lauren, we are glad to see you turning over a new leaf. I will say that. And like I said, I can't argue with your taste this time. At least you're at least you're on a more righteous path with your pursuits. So Kirsty is a warrior in Christ, and you should see how she handles a knife. Wow, wow! The character she was portraying in the dream was so out of character for her. But I don't know why I dreamed that. I have no idea. It was really funny, actually. I woke up laughing. I'm like, what was that? What was that? So, okay, let's talk about these narcissists. Now, here's one thing I will say about the whole thing. The word gets thrown around way too much. Thank you, Nicholas. I really appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much. Use pawns in foreign policy. That is correct, Cully. I remember him saying that, as a matter of fact. The word narcissist gets thrown around way too much. Anytime anybody has any problem with a person, the very first thing they say, oh, that person's a narcissist. That person's a narcissist. And that's not always the case. When you're in an altercation with somebody, you have to realize that person's actions to you are unsavory. You don't like the way they're acting because you're having of course you don't like the way they're acting because you're having an altercation with them. Doesn't automatically mean they're a narcissist. And if they are, one must always realize it is demons. Okay, it's demons all the time. Make them act that way. Christmas items, yes, demon filled. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Out of your past of current consciousness running simultaneously. Life and my veil is thin. Yeah, I'm not a dream interpreter, so I only mention that dream for a laugh. Okay, I don't think it was any important message. I'm not joining the military. Kirsty's not going to train me in self-defense. I don't think. Pretty sure she's not. So, husband before knowing his name. Yes, it's possible. I watch, but he kind of acts like me. It's so weird. Well, it's usually opposites that attract. See, people have even shortened the term now with their narcs. And when I hear narcs, I think narcotics officer. Okay. I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and narcs were narcotics officers that you didn't want to be around when you were smoking weed. That's what we thought of as a narc. Okay. And then they had this covert narcissist. I don't like those terms. I really don't. I don't think they're helpful. I don't think they're helpful at all. So they have demons inside them, okay? If they got delivered and found God, they would cease being narcissists. They wouldn't be that anymore. It's not the person, it's the demon. There is a narcissistic demon that takes over these people. That's what you're dealing with. Always remember, you're dealing with a demon, not a person. They've succumbed to the influence of that demon. So, no, again, staff or however I'm supposed to say your name, your mom has a demon. Your mom has a demon problem. That's what it is. And Sharon Lubitsch, calling yourself a victim is the worst idea possible. This is the reason I'm doing this live stream. These are the things, and don't think for 1 minute that I haven't been a victim, as you say, of this stuff, but I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim at all. I'm somebody who's been trained hardcore. Okay, that's not a victim. That's someone who's fortunate to have seen these unfortunate things and to have learned from them. That's what you are. You're not a victim. Nobody's a victim. Okay, a victim. Okay, if somebody gets stabbed on the street and they die, they're a victim. They're a victim. If they get stabbed and they live and they live through it, and the whole experience is a learning experience for them, and they know how to handle themselves better, then they got a life lesson out of it. They're not a victim. They're higher educated now. They're not a victim. Nobody's a victim unless you die. Then you're a victim. Okay? No longer a victim, a victor. That's correct. That's correct. Now, listen to what Raynard's saying. Black eyes, face morphed. That is demonic possession. That is demonic possession. That's right. Survivor. A survivor is a better way to put it. A survivor who's a lot wiser. You're not a victim. Never, ever, ever allow victimhood mentality to creep in. That's the worst thing you can do. That's if anybody who's been depressed and people don't want to be around them anymore, this is why. Because they've taken on a victimhood mentality. And nobody can stand to be around somebody who's taken on a victimhood mentality. It's exhausting. It's very difficult to be around somebody with a victimhood mentality. No good. No good. It's no good for the person doing it. Yes, you're tougher, you're wiser, you've learned from it. You got to realize it might even be God that put you through it. God might have put you through that to toughen you up. Finger dying from chemotherapy fallout. I don't quite understand your comment, Greg. You're not a victim. Okay, I like that. Middle finger dying from chemotherapy fallout. I don't know what your middle finger comment means. Been told by the Holy Spirit to get out of the way and have no dialogue whatsoever with my husband. You are right. Victim mentality does no good. No, it doesn't. If you take on victimhood mentality, you're already in a place of defeat, right? You've been defeated. Make us more resilient. That's usually what it's about. I had an abusive father. He had other good traits. He was really good in a lot of ways. But he'd get drunk. He was an alcoholic. He'd get drunk. And he would beat me up or beat my mother up. And it happened many times. I don't look at myself as a victim of abuse or any of that stuff. The Lord put me in a family that would teach me the right stuff that I needed to know. So, give his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. Correct, Maverick. Correct. That's totally correct. I'm going to stay in a home with someone that won't get deliverance. Amber B, if you are unevenly yoked, that is a big issue. I don't know the answer to it. Took you 55 years, though. But you got to realize your earthly life isn't important. Your earthly life is just a learning thing and a test. That's all it is. It's just a test for where you're going next. So, your videos and saw you were live. I've never seen your videos before and happy to catch you live. I have quite a story I could share. My husband had demons. Almost everyone does. I've discovered since I've been doing this job, the world is demon infested in a major way. In a major way. So, Amber B, to get back to you, you're unevenly yoked by the sounds of that. And I don't know what to tell you. If your husband will not get deliverance and get the problem solved, God's rule is that you're not allowed to divorce unless there's abuse or adultery. So I don't know how bad your situation is. Yes, a demon-infested world, Ebony. It's wicked. Wicked. Yeah, that is a good one. Smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. Totally true. Ebony, I need prayer again. Oh, Ebony, I'm sorry I started that. I'm sorry I started that. I asked you to go there. We need a male in the ministry who prays in tongues now. That's something I will look for. A male who has the gift of tongues, because we don't want to send Ebony back into that situation anymore. Unalive himself. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Still in there, but the demons got too loud and wanted me dead. Oh, wow. Wow. Hello, Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, Philby, that's a horrible situation. The world got itself in big trouble when it decided that belief in demons was just a superstition. You know, it's only the uneducated, silly, superstitious people who believe in that. Well, no, no, no. Got a whole bunch of people walking around in sheer ignorance of the truth. The truth is, pretty much all the violence and nastiness that goes on in this world is because of demons. And that's how the world got the way it is, because no one even addresses it. You get, this small group of Bible-believing followers of Jesus who understand, because we've read the Gospels and we know they're real, and we get it, but most of the world doesn't. Most of the world does not get it. And if you start talking about demons, they go, oh, here we go. Here's another Bible thumper. Well, yeah, because that's actually what the truth is. That's what the truth is. And I know it for sure now, doing what I'm doing. There's no question in my mind. None. So, Philby, I'm really sorry to hear about what happened there. H8I. So the chat just come to an abrupt halt. That's so creepy when that happens. The schizophrenics are said to have the same issues. Schizophrenics are indeed under demonic influence. Possession, actually. I think people who are totally schizophrenic are completely possessed. Yes, Lauren, we've been over this already before. The Bible says you can have a drink, but you must stay sober. Okay, you must stay sober. And if you're unable to stop at one, then I'm telling you for sure you should not have any. Okay, you should not have any unless you are totally not somebody with a problem with it. Wow, wiped out in a motorcycle, they almost died. Well, maybe the Lord saved you. Quite possibly did. Yes, we could. Jersey City Joe was right. We could use some like button smashery. Would help. Would help immensely. Less than half of you have done your smashery today. So smash, smash, smash. Mary Smith, good morning to you. Let's see how high we can get that number. We're at 31. Let's keep it going. More smashery. The art of smashology. Smash away. So have turned their back on me since I've shared Jesus in a spiritual realm with them. Of course, and they will, Steve. That's the way it'll go. Lauren, I could teach you a couple things in private, but you need some teaching. You've been around Jezebel so much, and Jezebels are looking to be fawned over, and they're looking for all that attention. But not everybody is, especially a godly woman doesn't like the same thing. So you need to go get yourself a cold shower there, brother. Go cool off a bit. Go cool off. Do people with a disorder, they deliberately want to create a negative reaction? Well, you're saying a disorder. Disorders don't really exist. Disorders are demon influence. So it would depend on the demon that's affecting that person. Pepper jack for dinner. Now, as George Carlin informed us, I agree with George Carlin on this one. I can't eat eggplant because it can't even make up its mind what it is. Is it an egg or a plant? Which is it? It's got to make up its mind. It can't be an egg and a plant. It's just not possible. The two things don't live in the same space, right? Can't be an egg and a plant. It's impossible. Don't know anything about the Orthodox Church, but my thoughts on all sects of religion is don't join any particular sect. Be a Bible-believing follower of Jesus Christ and leave all that division stuff alone. Don't be a Lutheran or a Baptist or a Catholic or a Protestant or none of it. It's George Carlin, Emily. It's a joke. It's a joke. I stole it from George Carlin. I even gave him credit here, okay? I even said it's his joke. Can't eat eggplant. Thing's got to make up its mind. Is it an egg or a plant? Can't be both. Tell him to make up his mind and come on back. It's George Carlin. It's very old comedy. Don't blame the person, blame the demon. That is the point, what I'm saying here. That is the whole point. Yesterday, Reese Scott, hey. Carlin was so funny. He made me laugh a few times so hard I thought I was going to hurt myself. I mean, he was hilarious. He was an atheist, unfortunately, and he didn't rectify that before he died, unfortunately. I always feel bad about that. I always hoped he'd come around, but he never did. He left this world not only a hardcore atheist, but one who made fun of Christians. That was the problem I always had with him. His comedy was good. I'll give credit where credit is due, but he had a really negative opinion of Christianity and Christians. He used to make fun of us big time. So that's where he didn't impress me much at all. No, I don't eat eggplant. I tried it once. I didn't like it. This also confirmed a big part of my purpose as well. I am grateful deeply. Yesterday's session. Oh, okay. Now I got to think about who you are for a second. Gotcha. You're my new assistant. You're my new assistant, Marie. I know who you are now. Okay. He's laughing his butt off now. Well, if he went down in that elevator, I don't think he's doing any laughing. And this demon keeps emotionally attacking me. Well, that's no good, Mary. That's no good. Because they want to twist their perception of reality, especially when they're being unmasked. Well, peace, love, unity, respect. I'm explaining why. It's not the people. You have to stop thinking that it's the people. They are under the influence of demons. That's why they act the way they do. If they got rid of their demons, they might be mighty fine people. There's a demon influencing them to act the way they act. So you got to cut these people some slack. When you refer to them, refer to the demon that's controlling them. Schizo-afflicted demons. He worked in the psych wards for 35 years and found the med field doesn't really want to help people. That's completely true. They don't want to help people. Big Pharma is a farce. 100% a farce. I will go to my grave saying that same thing. Okay, I have no respect for them. I have nothing but disdain for them. They are pathetic sorcerers, is what they are. Yes, it's totally true. I get 3 to 4, and I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed every day. So we definitely don't need 8. That's ridiculous to think we need 8 hours. Right on, Ryan Moore. Thank you. Thank you. It's not hard to do because I just love it. I feel complete when I'm doing this. Yeah, 5 is reasonable. 8 is too much. I feel terrible if I sleep for 8 hours. I'm sluggish all day. I can't even function. I got to stop at 5, like Yadid said. That's maximum. 4 is about right. I'm usually 3, and I'm okay on 3. I might need a little nap later on to cover the rest. Pretty much everybody drinks coffee, Michael. It's nothing to do with whether I drink coffee or not. I didn't always drink coffee. I spent years I didn't drink coffee, and I still get the same amount of sleep. I mostly drink coffee because I like the taste of it, and I like the hot liquid on my throat because I'm talking so much. The hot liquid helps me. Chemical imbalance is completely fabricated lie, completely garbage. That's right, Sharon. Complete garbage. Okay, Lion, I think you're new. I don't remember seeing you before. If you're having demonic attacks, it means that God's not protecting you. So, what kind of sin are you committing in your life? Or what kind of items do you own in have in your possession that you shouldn't have? Or what kind of bitterness do you have in your heart against somebody? Those are the 3 things that'll cause the problem. So, do we try to confront the demon? You're not looking to confront any demons. So, Lion, answer me this. The first question I'm going to ask, do you have any pictures of Jesus or a crucifix in your house, or even a statue of the Virgin Mary, or pictures of the saints, or it could be even pictures of angels? Do you have any images or anything like that? So you're sure about that? You're positive you have no items in your possession? Okay. Uh, that- I love that. No, I don't have any bad items. A picture of Jesus, a Book of Mormon. Dude, we've found your trouble. Or I shouldn't say dude. Maybe you're not a dude. Maybe you're a dudette. I don't know. Get rid of that instantly. Get rid of it immediately and repent for it. That is your problem right there. That is indeed your problem. I assure you. Get rid of your picture of Jesus and your Book of Mormon instantly. Yes, it might be a dudette. I don't know. Yes, you throw it in the dustbin. It's not Jesus. It's not Jesus. And the Book of Mormon is just blasphemy. Here's what you do with the Book of Mormon. Adjustment tool number 2. Adjustment tool number 2. Okay? Solve that issue immediately. It's not Jesus, Lauren. We've had this discussion enough times with you. You're talking to a deliverance minister who knows a little more than you, so you're going to have to just forget your idea here. Don't be telling people it's okay to have a picture of Jesus when they have a bug infestation or something else happen, demon attacks. It's going to be your fault for telling them it's okay. So stop telling people that. They will attack because of items you shouldn't have. There's a verse of Bible, so I don't know. You got to get rid of that picture. You got to get rid of that picture. If you don't, you're going to keep getting attacked by demons. It's totally your choice. If you like the demons, then you can name it and everything. You can call it Charlie, and you can serve it tea, and it can attack you every night if that's what you want. It's up to you. Yeah, the Book of Mormons is just as bad as your picture of Jesus. Got to go, got to go, got to go instantly. Your choice is to keep getting attacked by demons. But okay, Lion, because those are serious items to have. Those are not good at all. So I'm going to give you something else here too. One sec. It's getting so far back in the list now. Okay, I went too far. There it is. Okay, Lion, 1 second. I got something for you. Go to the description of this video, and in the description, you will find a prayer. Okay, so if you're on a phone, you go to that video that I just posted a link for, hit more underneath the video, and it will go to the description, and there's a prayer in that description. Pray that prayer out loud after you get rid of what you just told me about, your Book of Mormon and your picture of Jesus. Get rid of those. Pray that prayer immediately. Ask the Father for forgiveness for having those things. He will forgive you, and ask him to make the demons stop attacking you. And you're welcome. Okay, you don't really care for your comment there. While I kind of agree with what you're saying, just express it in a little nicer way. As a man of color, I don't believe he was white. We don't even know. So that isn't a picture of Jesus. Well, it needs to go in the garbage. They should be destroyed immediately. Gone. Gone. The Mormons are completely a bunch of necromancers. Okay, that's the worst religion around is the Mormons. They're doing some terrible stuff. They baptize dead people. You got to stay away from that. Catholic pictures in my house, but I'm not. I know you should get rid of them, Darcy. I know for a fact. It's only a matter of time. It might not have happened yet. It's going to. It's going to. They baptize dead people. You're welcome, Lion. They baptize dead people. Yes, everybody with this infatuation of pictures of them. Why does everybody need a picture of them? I don't. I've never in my life had any picture of anything like that. No angels, no Jesus, no nothing. I've never even had a desire for that. If you're walking in holiness and purity, why the attacks? Well, if there's attacks, you're obviously not walking in holiness and purity. There's something going on. Calling me, wanting me to come back. I don't know. Stay away from them. It is actually a low-key sex cult. That is true. They're a bunch of perverts. It literally is. There's nothing in the Bible telling you to have a picture of Jesus. There's plenty in the Bible telling you not to have a picture of Jesus. So I don't understand how everybody gets that wrong. Thou shalt not have graven images. And all the talk in there about idolatry. Why wouldn't a picture of Jesus be idolatry? It is clearly. Don't have a picture of him. You don't need a picture of him. And the crucifix is even worse. Let's have an image, a statue of him nailed to a cross with blood squirting out of him everywhere. That's a good idea. It's unbelievable why people want to have those. Get rid of those. Those are terrible. Every time I see a crucifix, it just creeps me right out. Like, who started this? Who started this? Humans are twisted. No one ever should have created a crucifix ever. That's the worst thing that anyone ever did. We know what he did. We don't need an image of it. We definitely don't need an image of it. Hello, Angie Hardy. Exactly, Lynn. Utah, that's Mormonville. That's Mormonville. You must go to church and be a member. No, this is church, Lauren. This is church. No, I think it's somebody who wanted people to commit idolatry. It's people who wanted everyone to commit idolatry. That's who did it. The churches are going to pay the price too, Lion. They're eventually going to pay their own penance for what they've done. They're not going to punish the whole congregation for going to a church where the pastor is making a mistake. A rabbi owns Pornhub. That doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me at all. In my bedroom as a kid, Catholic terrified me. Yes, they terrify me too. They're creepy. Can't stand the sight of one. Never could. I saw that when I was a kid. I was like, what is that? That's the worst thing ever. Well, they don't need to see that. I mean, we don't need when a family member gets murdered in a vicious way, do we take pictures, like, they take pictures of the dead body while it's laying there with blood coming out of it? Do we take pictures of that and put them on our wall and to remember it? No, nobody wants to see that. Why do we want to see it of Jesus? He was murdered. We're putting an image of his murder around so we can remember how gruesome it was. It's unbelievable that people do that. That's one thing I know the Lord doesn't like, is a crucifix. The people that I've worked with who confess to me, oh, I've got a crucifix in the house. Is that why I got a bug infestation? Yep, that's why. That's why. They get rid of it and they're like, oh, I can't believe how much better I feel. No longer on the cross. That's right, Mary. That's exactly right. Right on, Lauren. That's all good. Love Mary Emanuel is awesome. See, he's just got the plain cross, and that never leaves his hand. he's preaching, he's putting that in your face. It's all about that cross, always. I love his style. Hello, Alyssa. It's Alyssa, right? My favorite female name, Alyssa. Well, you can email me. We're actually getting through some emails now. The problem is almost everybody that's left needs me. I can't pass them on to assistants. So there's like 91 emails, and probably 60 of them are for me personally. So get rid of them, Lion. Get rid of any images of Jesus, period. Any of them. Get rid of them. Do not have them. Peace, love, unity, respect. I agree with you, but just remember, no emojis. We have a rule of no emojis in our chat. It is in the Lord's hands. Well, you can email me and get in the queue. If you don't get in the queue, then you'll wait even longer. When and how did that start? When and how did what start? If you're talking to no emojis, it's been that way for a long time. It's been that way for months. Well, no, that's what we do here, Sun Deku. That's what we do. I just let people know it's going to be a while, right? I'm not discouraging anybody from emailing me. It's just, as long as you understand there's a wait, then you're good. That's what we do. We want people to come for help. Some people I can pass off to assistants and they can field them. But some people, I need to do it. It depends on what the problem is. So right now, I've got it down to 90. There's 92 emails in my inbox. Actually, 91, because one of them is from Best Buy about Black Friday. So that's going. But most of those emails in my inbox are for me. So it's going to be a little while to get through them, for sure. Start saying that until the last. No, we've had a no emoji rule for 3 months, at least. At least 3 months. Pray that God will reach them and get out of the way if possible. Yes, Lynn, I would say. Yes. Yes. Marilyn Monroe agrees with you. That's the way to do it. Because of you, Norma Jean, I've got Candle in the Wind in my mind, and I can't get it out of there. His word and meditating on it. Yes. I thought we'd have really super low numbers this morning. It's Saturday morning, and everybody would be in bed, I thought. But I mean, we get different time zones too. But well, in severe cases, yes, that might be necessary, Sharon. He's messed up for sure, Cully. I will agree with you there. He's definitely got some issues. But you have to realize anybody with that much musical talent, guess who put that musical talent in him? That is a God-given talent, without a question. He's an absolute brilliant musician. Well, if you can't leave, that's when you start doing a lot of prayer. It's not always possible to leave. It's all right, Norma Jean. No worries. Your candle burned out long before your legend ever did, so don't worry about it. Not a problem. Oh no, Elton John was given that talent by the Lord. There's no question. Elton John gave us so much beautiful music. I mean, it just can't be argued with. He was brilliant. Very, very few people in this world ever played a piano as well as he does. It's Yep, not a worry, Norma Jean. No problem at all. No problem at all. That's a good one. All of his songs are good. From his songs from back in the day, there's no bad ones. They're all good. Tiny Dancer and Daniel. Daniel is such a great song. None Too Happy kept calling him Reggie. He was very upset. Oh, he gets mad. Yep. He throws tantrums and everything. There's a documentary that they followed him on his vacation, and he was throwing hissy fits and oh yeah, we know he's a sinful creature. We know that. But I'm talking about his music. So just because somebody lives a sinful life, you can't discredit every last thing the person does. If they give the world a whole bunch of beautiful music, you give them credit for that beautiful music. You don't give him credit because he's gay, obviously, no. But you don't totally discount all the music he gave the world either. Elton John changed the world with his music. He literally did. And I'm sure, in spite of his sin, the Lord approved of that piano playing very much. I guarantee he did. The Lord stuck with me through all my sinful times. Yep, his hissy fit at the airport. Yep. Oh yeah, but again, it's like Justin Bieber. Everybody wanted to be really rough on Justin Bieber because of the way he was acting. Look what he went through. He was being molested basically, but when he was like 15 years old by a bunch of demonic Satan worshiping psychopaths. The boy never had a chance, right? He never had a chance. So, of course, he's going to engage in some bad behavior. What would one expect? What would one expect? Yep. You got to judgment on these people is not a good idea. You don't know what it's like to walk a mile in their shoes for sure. You just don't know. Bernie Taupin wrote every lyric that Elton John ever put out. Bernie Taupin wrote all the lyrics, every one. Elton John did not write any lyrics. And they do it backwards compared to what most people do. Bernie Taupin writes the lyrics, sends them to Elton John, and then Elton John would sit down and he would write the music to the lyrics. So, yes, a musical gift like Elton John, that is divinely inspired. There's no question about that. There's none. Satan did not make those beautiful melodies that Elton John put out. They are from the Lord, without a doubt in my mind. Yes, Wendy, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Especially, I'm not saying there's any here, but the holier than thou crowd. Those who find Jesus and thinks it gives them some superiority thing over other people, right? There you go with emojis again, Emily. No emojis. We just talked about that just a minute ago. Isn't of his nature, but nowadays just don't read books and know nothing about anything. Not sure. You're right, he's not a creator, he's a counterfeiter. That is the truth. Right on, Marie. I know it's. You know what? I went to shave last night. Picked up my little scissors that I clip my mustache with. I'm like, hold it now. I never replaced these. So today I'm in the market for a new pair of mustache trimming scissors because that's one thing I forgot. No matter what I do, there's still one more item I find. Let's see, imagine. Oh, tell me about it. They asked Van Morrison. No symbols at all. No symbols at all. They asked Van Morrison one time in an interview, if you could change one thing about your life, what would it be? He says, I would never want to be famous. That's the one thing I'd change. I do not want to be famous. I hate it. I wish nobody knew my name. I wish nobody knew who I was. There's Annie Mammy again. Yeah. Annie, we love you, but you don't speak English. Why do you come to this chat and speak French? It does not make sense to me. Sign a deal with the devil. Walk into God. Bernie and him look alike to me. Yeah, I forget what Bernie looks like. I have seen him in interviews and stuff, but I can't remember what he looks like. So I will be back in a moment, folks. Kia ora, love from New Zealand. Okay. Oh, I can answer that one, Karen. God wrote most of my songs. God wrote most of my songs. That's who's helping them. Well, okay, not not Slayer. Okay, when Slayer writes a song and it's written automatically, that's probably not God. But now I disagree, Caleb. I disagree completely. I can understand missing vices a little bit, but it doesn't make Christian life boring. I disagree with that totally. Yeah, no, I don't at all agree with that. This is my life finally got exciting when all this started. My life finally feels, I don't know, it feels worthwhile now. I disagree that it's boring. I understand missing vices. I do get that. I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss certain vices. I certainly do. No, that's right, Ebony. That is right. Now, isolation isn't Christianity, though. He didn't say isolation is boring. He said Christianity, living a Christian life is boring. Beyond groovy. Groovy Ruby here. I love black chicks. Oh. Just never know what you're going to see in my chat. I guess I can remove it just because you're calling women chicks. We can't call women chicks, so that's a justifiable reason to get rid of it. You do, and boy, oh boy, is that true. I'm never bored these days. Yeah, exactly. I don't have time to be bored at all. Okay, that's twice. But all right, that's fine. We get the point. We get the point. It's not a discussion about what race of women you find attractive. That's not what we're talking about here. So we should get back to the topic at hand, which is the narcissist, which is actually the demon infested person who's probably actually a good person and just has a demon problem. So that is the point of this live stream. We talked about the other side of it last night, the empath. No, isolation isn't easy at all. Well, actually, Kalen, for some people it is. Some people prefer it. They don't want to come out of it. They actually like it so much they don't want it to end. So you're wrong if you say that it's not easy for everybody. It's for some people it is easy. They literally don't want to leave it. Other people, like myself, the way I describe it is it broke me in half. I could barely handle it at the end. Yeah, see, Pete, I like isolation. A lot of people do. No, Caleb, this is what you're saying. Those people must be nuts. That's a very shallow view to have. Do you think everybody's like you? Where did you get the idea that everybody's like you? Not everybody's like you, dude. Some people are completely different people than you. Actually, everybody is a completely different person than you. So you're basing how everybody else should feel on how you feel. That's a very shallow, narrow point of view to have. Some people enjoy it for various reasons. Like going to necessary appointments. Some people have had such a bad time out in society that isolation gives them relief from that. They don't have to deal with all that garbage anymore, right? It doesn't mean they're nuts. It just, in their world, the way they feel about stuff, isolation is easier than dealing with societal garbage. I understand them completely. Oh, you're kidding me. Man. How did this happen? What was in there? Oh. A label inside the kettle. You gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Oh. Okay. Why am I getting timed out? You're not timed out, Norma Jean. You're right there. You can't be getting timed out or I wouldn't see your comment. What you're probably getting confused about is you're only able to make a comment once every 50 seconds. That's probably what you're confused about. I have to slow down the chat so I can read it. Otherwise it just flies by. I have to put it on slow mode. There's no way I can keep up with it. It not can be a sign, Lynn, it is a sign. Yes, Sharon is correct. It is a sign for sure. He got to teach us, get us ready for our purpose. He couldn't make me a deliverance minister any other way. No, I don't know who that is. So he's got to isolate you, and he's got to teach you and test you. Yes, I just actually figured out the other night how to do a live stream with my phone, my demon phone. So, but the problem is, I don't know how much data that's going to take. If I do a live stream with the phone, I don't use it, so I have a small data plan. And if I do a live stream, it's going to cost me a fortune. I bet you it's going to grind up all the data. So I don't know, but I will be at least making videos out on the street. Yes, maybe today, possibly today. The perfumed vessel. I think you mean perfect. Everybody should turn off autocorrect. Everybody should turn off your autocorrect. Stop letting Google decide your sentences for you. People type the wildest things because of that. Makes you the perfumed vessel. Auto incorrect. Oh. God doesn't tell me anything about the rapture. But I don't know if doing live streams out on the street would be, no, I meant perfumed, Mr. Okay. Makes you the perfumed vessel? No, you didn't mean perfumed. You meant perfect. Yes, you did. You almost got me there. You almost got me. Narcissism and therapies to recover, etc., etc. Some are making a bit of money off. Yes, they are. They are. They're making money off it, of course. Narcissism is a business now. Doing live streams that much. Not doing live streams that much. Lauren, are you? I don't think there's anybody on YouTube doing live streams as much as me. You got to be kidding me. 3 times a day isn't very much. Are you kidding me? How many should I do, Lauren? 5? Why aren't you doing live streams? You're only doing it 3 times a day. Well, let me get right on that, and I'll do two extra ones just for you. I'll do 5 a day. Maybe you'll think that's enough. I don't even know what he's asking there. You got to be kidding me. Why don't you do live streams very much? Down to 9 hours a day. That's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Smell of death, but to those who are being savor, you're the perfume. Okay. Should do sleeping streams. I pretty much have to increase it. No, I do 3 a day, brother. 3 a day. My morning one, there's the odd day I'll miss the 2:00 one. I had to get groceries yesterday, so yesterday was the only day that I missed my 2:00 live stream, and I had 4 deliverance sessions scheduled yesterday. So no, he just said what he meant. He thought I only did 1 or 2 a day. I don't do 1 or 2. It's 3. Almost every day it's 3. I did 8 hours is the record. One was 8 hours long. Several of them were 6. Another one was 7, and a whole bunch of 4 and 5 hour ones. Tons of those. That's when I was starting at 4 in the morning, and I would go till, well, actually a couple times I started at 3 in the morning, and I would go till like almost 11. Busy, Mr. Buzz and Bee. That's what Shofar Girl calls me. Mr. Buzz and Bee. All right, let's read that scripture. 2 Corinthians 2, 15 to 16. And it says, "For we are to God the pleasing aroma of Christ among those who are being saved and those who are perishing. To the one we are an aroma that brings death, to the other an aroma that brings life. And who is equal to such a task?" Okay, that's the perfume thing explained. We have prayed and no answer. If you get no answer yet, it's not time for you to know yet. God will reveal it when it's time. You don't have to figure it out. God will make sure you know when it's time for you to know. But he will not reveal it until it's time. He does not want to distract you or contaminate the colleging process. He's not going to tell you until you're on a need to know basis. And right now you don't need to know. That's how it works. I would say narcissists are people who are otherwise good people, but are demon infested. That's what I would say. They have a demon controlling them, and that's why they act the way they do. That's what I would say. Keep doing your schooling with the Lord. If you're in isolation, keep doing your schooling. He's teaching you. Pay attention to what he's teaching you. It's not easy. It's like being green. That's not easy either. So just compare it to being green. It's pretty much the same thing. Very difficult. We know too much before we are perfected in humility. Yes. He won't tell you what your purpose is until it's time to be that. Then he'll let you know. He's not going to tell you a year before you're a prophet. Oh, by the way, I'm making you a prophet. Because then you'll walk around going, the Lord's making me a prophet. No, you don't need to know that until it's time to be a prophet. He'll beat all the pride out of you first. I think praying the rosary and Mother Mary has gotten, yep. Catholicism has them deceived. I have empathy for those people. They've been deceived. Narcissism is when a person is too self-important. They think that they are the only thing that matters in the world. They're self-centered and they're high on themselves. But it's all because they have a demon influencing them. Bampo, hello. Remember, we don't allow emojis or symbols of any kinds. We welcome you. We're glad you're here. But just remember, we don't allow emojis or symbols. Oh. Okay, you are a demon. You are a demon. it's possible you won't get to stay. Why are you here, Banpro? You've got a serious demon picture there. Someone who's curious about the Lord. Okay, you got to get rid of your picture. Your profile picture is not acceptable to be here. So I'll give you 2 minutes to get rid of that picture, and you can stay. But if you don't get rid of the picture, you're gone. Whatever it is, it's got to go. It's got to go. He can stay as long as he gets rid of that. Yes, I agree with that. Narcissism has been made synonymous with the Jezebel spirit. I agree with that 100%. Took a blessing Jesus wanted to give me. All right, there we go. Banpo, you're now welcome to stay. Welcome. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for changing that picture. We just can't have demons in a Christian chat, right? We cannot have demons in a Christian chat. So now you're good. Now you're good. We don't allow emojis and we don't allow demon pictures. So glad you're here. And I hope you enjoy your time with us. Pretty good numbers for today. It was actually Undead Nicolas Cage. Okay. I've heard Sabbath is on Saturday. Yes, it is. That's why this is my day off. That's why I don't take any appointments or anything like that on Saturdays. Sabbath is Saturday. The brown chair is not mine. I do not own it. It's not my chair. Can't throw out things that don't belong to me. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday. Yep. There's no old man sitting next to me making love to his tonic and gin, though. Thought making YouTube is working. I'm not working at all. I'm having a social time. This is church. This is actually church. This is church. Working is when I do my appointments and stuff. That's working. I don't have any appointments today. My schedule is totally clear. I may make a video out on the street today while I'm walking around, enjoying myself, drinking $9 cappuccino or $9 cafe mocha, whatever I get. I will enjoy my day because my day off. This is church, and you're supposed to have church on the Sabbath. That's what we're doing. I'm glad you came here today too. You're not supposed to do any money transactions like if I was to sell something today, you shouldn't sell anything today. You shouldn't Like I do carpenter work and stuff like that too. If somebody hired me to do carpenter work, today would be not be the day for it. So I'm not working today. And I suppose you could argue, well, people give donations. Well, a donation to the church, think about a church pass around a collection plate, right? The church gets donations on the Sabbath. That's how it works. So I'm not doing anything to make money. I'm just sitting here. This live stream is not monetized. None of them are. Can you tell us newbies your story so we can understand your channel better? My story is, man, it would take me an hour to even begin to tell you my story. I lived a very sinful life. I'll give you a very short version of it. I lived a very sinful life. I'm a rock and roll guitar player. I've been married twice and divorced twice. Come on. Come on, sweetie. Cats are my life. Okay. I love cats. I have two. I actually have three because I have an outdoor one too. I was a meth addict. I was an alcoholic. I was a pothead, smoked cigarettes all my life, lived a very, very sinful life. About 2 years ago, I finally realized that Jesus was the way, the truth, and the life. Even though I always believed in God, I finally, about 2 years ago, during my isolation period, finally came to Jesus and realized that that stuff was all true and that he actually did die for our sins on the cross. Yes, I did a lot of meth and wrote a lot of songs in my 10 years of isolation. I have a little recording studio here. I spent 10 years writing songs, not 10 years, 6. I spent 6 years writing songs. Wrote about 1,000. And I always had this channel. I've always been one to do this sort of thing and try to help people, right? And then the Lord just sort of slid me into deliverance ministry and had me start doing it. And I've been doing it about 4 months. And the ministry has expanded in a big way. If you look, here's a big part of my story that might interest you. Look at one of my older videos. Go and look at one with my long hair and the way I looked. I was a different person. Then fast forward to now and look at me in this live stream or look at one of my videos from the last few days. You won't even be able to tell it's the same person. There's Silken Spirit. Good day, sir. You will see instantly if you compare my old videos to now, you're looking at a different person. The Lord restored me completely. He completely restored me. So, yeah, that's my story. That's not really my whole story, but probably all you need to know how I got here. Complete new man from the ground up. Totally true. Yeah, if you watch my older videos, you'll see right away I didn't look the same. Different person. Oh, Nick, I've had experience with every kind of person you can have experience with. I did not live a quiet life. I've always been, here's the truth, at the risk of sounding like I'm boasting, I've always been the center of attention, no matter where I'm at, no matter what I'm doing. I was a musician, so I was always the center of attention. And I always had lots of people around wanting to be around me, wanting to hang out with me. I had so many friends through the years. I was an infamous partier. I was like Keith Richards. People wanted to party with Keith Richards because they knew he was a champion partier. I was like that. So I had every type of person you could imagine trying to be around me sometimes. And I met a lot of different types of people, had a lot of different experiences. I met more narcissists than I could shake a stick at, to be quite honest. To be quite honest. So I've had experience with Christians, I've had experience with Hindus. I was into shamanism for a while. I literally became a shaman for years. I did all kinds of things like ayahuasca and various psychedelics. I had 3 websites at the same time because I owned my own music school for a while. Plus, I had a home-based business. I had a music studio in my basement. I made a video about the Truman Show, actually. Champion partier. Actually, unfortunately, was. I was. I drank enough booze to float the Titanic. And I did hardcore drugs for many years. Do you play for us for donations? No, I don't. I don't do anything for donations. That's not how this works. People donate when they feel they should. It's up to them. I don't ask for it. I don't. I don't dance so you'll pay me. No, that's not. That's not what I do here. Led him to Jesus. Would love to see him again. Very nice, Wendy. Yes, I have played, but all I know is secular music. It's all I played all my life, right? That's all I did. So when I pick up the guitar now, I don't know what to do. I didn't think you meant any disrespect, Philby. I didn't take any disrespect from anything you said. Didn't think you meant disrespect at all. But no, I don't play for donations. I don't. People can donate if they wish. And if they don't wish to, they do not have to. I do everything I do for absolutely for free. There's never any charge for anything I do. Now, if you came to me, I'm a guitar teacher or was a guitar teacher. If you came to me for guitar lessons, you pay for those. That's different. Or if you hire me to do carpenter work for you, you'll pay for that. Or if you hire me to do gardening for you, you'll pay for that. That's how I've been making ends meet for years. Teaching guitar, doing carpentry, and doing landscaping. Yes, and people, well, YouTube pays me very little. Okay, I don't make very much money from YouTube. Very little, tiny bit. You can see how poorly my videos do. If I was depending on YouTube for my living, I wouldn't even be wearing this shirt. I'd be starving to death. So it's people's donations that make life possible. Without the donations, none of this would happen. None of it would happen. I would be out shoveling snow in the winter or doing something to make ends meet. I wouldn't have the time for this. So that's why I appreciate people's generosity so much. If not for the people's generosity, none of it would be possible. It would just come to an abrupt halt. So, yeah, I did gardening professionally for years. I used to work for a company called Green Thumb Landscaping. That's where I learned my gardening craft. We took care of city buildings and stuff, the grounds. Soak in spirit. Pizza party. Well, it won't be a pizza party today, but you never know. In the near future, there will be another pizza, I'm sure. Thank you for your generosity, my friend. Thank you so much. Oh, that's right. And I got to remember, I can actually officially thank people. Thank you so much. Almost sneezed, but I held it back. Yeah, I'm sure that's why he does it too, Philby. He's looking for money. I'm not here looking for money. Here's the way that I look at it. God provides what he wants me to have. So if he wants me to have money, he sends people to send me money. If he thinks I have enough money, he doesn't send any more money. That's literally how it goes. It's all in God's hands. I leave it up to him. And I don't do anything in particular to get people to donate more money. I don't bother with that. If people feel they should, they do, and God leads them to. They'll send me money, and it'll say in the comment, because you get to leave a little comment when you send me money. It'll say, God led me to do this. Thanks for what you do. God wanted me to send this. It's always, pretty much always that. So there's no one else on YouTube doing what I do for free. I'm the only person who does it free. Everyone else charges money for what they do. And that to me cheapens it, and I'll never do that. Playing guitar is what he's talking about. I'm a guitarist. That's my main thing all my life. That's what I was, a guitar player. Guitar player and singer. And even if, I could sing a couple gospel songs, but if I do, then I get warned by YouTube for copyright stuff because I'm a monetized channel. So I get these warnings, and I'm always worried they're going to just give me a strike or something. So I try not to do that. Freely you received, freely give. You are right. I have a PV Strat, and I have a Martin Luthier acoustic. A diamond geezer. Okay, what's a diamond geezer? I never heard that term before. We need to build so you can be running the ministry continuously, helping the homeless near you. You're a blessing to them. You're always passing your blessings on. I do when I can. That's correct. Good morning, Monica. Always good to see you, my dear. Always good to see you. You have to understand. Okay, so for those of you who are in isolation and the Lord's going to put you into your purpose, I'm going to give you some major advice here that you need to take. Okay, this is important you understand this. The Lord is going to put you into your purpose. And when he does, he's going to bless you somewhat. He's going to give you some blessings. And then he's going to watch you to see what you do. And because you're going to be ordained by God to do something, you definitely don't want to overstep boundaries, okay? God's going to be watching everything you do. And the sooner you get it straight that he's in charge, you're not. Don't go off on your own and think you're going to guide the ship. Nope. Let him guide. If he decides you should be blessed further, you'll be blessed further. There'll be times when the donations just stop abruptly. First couple of times that happened, I got a little concerned. I'm like, okay, they just stopped. Why did they stop? If they stop again like that, I'm going to be bankrupt. Oh, no, blah, blah, blah. He convicted me, cockroached me. Stop worrying about that. So now I understand. There's a little buffer in my bank account to keep me going for a bit. Even if it gets down to the last $10 and I get no money left, God will decide when it's time to put more in there. So I don't worry about it. I don't concern myself with it. That's what you got to do when he puts you in your purpose. Don't be concerning yourself with anything. He's in charge, not you. Or to help me because all I wrote and played through the years was secular. Jersey City Joe, if you want someone to help you with lyrics, I can tell you who can. I got two people who can help you with lyrics, probably. They both offered to write lyrics for me. It's not my chair. It's not my chair. The furniture in this house does not belong to me. The house does not belong to me. I've replaced all my items. I can't be giving away things that don't belong to me. There's nothing I can do. The furniture has to stay. It belongs to the house owner. Not my house. I'm just the fortunate one who gets to live in it at a very good price because I'm taking care of it for somebody. No, I haven't had my websites in years. My music school is gone. That went bankrupt after my divorce. I stopped doing shamanism. I stopped all that stuff. All gone. Every bit of it. And I'm quite happy it is. Yeah, I got a great deal here. See cat watching your cat. Look at that. That's hilarious. Brianna sent me a picture of her cat watching me on the screen and watching my cat. Her cat Lucy watching Sabrina. Hilarious. No, it's not really meth infused. I mean, to a degree, I suppose, but I'm sitting in the chair. But the thing that got really meth infused was my bedding. That's what the Lord wanted gone. He wanted my bedding gone. And my clothes. My clothes had to go. And they did. There is not a piece of clothing left in this house from back then. Yep, I got two people that can write good lyrics for you, for sure. Oh, probably Philby, I would guess. I would guess. My main message to everybody about if you've been through what people call narcissistic abuse, whatever, if you've had a hard time with somebody like that, do not consider yourself a victim. Consider yourself fortunate that you had the education you've had. Because that's what your time with the narcissist is actually about. It's about you learning. Everything is about you learning, no matter what. No matter what, it's about you learning. the things I have been through, I don't think anybody quite understands how difficult it is to have people you don't know at all come to you day after day, like they come to me and want answers about everything. They come to me with every problem you can imagine. If I wouldn't have had the life I had, I wouldn't have a single bit of a chance to help anybody. I wouldn't know how to help a single person. Okay, it's only because of the life I had, the misery, the suicide attempts, the drug abuse, the sexual immorality, the divorces. The Lord put me through the ringer. I mean, I went through it all. I mean, it's just one disaster after another in my life, one after another, over and over and over and over. People would say, you rise and you fall, you rise and you fall, you rise and you fall. That's how my life has been. I will rise and everybody say, man, you're on top of the world. It couldn't get any better for you. Look what's happening. And then crash. Down I go. Down I go. Then I spend a couple years in the mud and I rise again. Rise, rise, rise. And again, everybody's like, wow, your life is the best, man. Look what you got going on. And then crash again. That's how my life has been over and over. But this time the Lord said, okay, now you stay close to me. Now you stay close to me. And you can rise and you won't fall this time. Oh, this is by far the best my life's ever been. Without a question. Without a question. Because it's got solid foundation underneath it. Okay, the rest of it was all just teaching. It was the Lord teaching me, showing me what true misery was all about. Right? Showing me what true misery really was. Now, I got a solid foundation with God. That makes it all different. Oh, yeah, and I did get cocky. Over and over I get cocky. That always. Yes, imagine if we knew what we know now 20 years ago. If I would have known all this stuff 20 years ago, my life would have been so different. But I wouldn't have had the learning lessons. I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I learned. Yep. And even though he puts us through this and we crash and burn over again, if we're chosen, if we're anointed people, God's got our backs and he protects us. He gets us through it. We survive it. We survive it. There's no other way I could do this job unless I'd been through all this stuff. Right? I'm grateful for all of it now. I mean, of course, at the time you're going through it, you're not grateful. You're mad and you're just pure anger when it's happening to you. Oh, yes, some creepy witches. The witchy ones. I am too. But the Lord was going to guarantee that happened no matter what. The Lord will have his way with certain, and you got to remember, not everybody has the same calling on their life. So I don't know what your calling is going to be. I don't know what the Lord's got in store for you. But whatever it is, it's specific to the life you've lived. Whatever happened to you, whatever lessons you've learned, they weren't for nothing. They were for a very specific reason. When I finally became a deliverance minister doing this, it all made sense. My whole life made sense all of a sudden. Okay, now I see why this all happened. Now I get it. Now I get it. Because a lot of it was just weird to me. Like, why would God put me through this? Why would he do this? I see it now. See it plain as day. And I'm just grateful. I will never date or get married again. I'm a terrible picker. Well, know your limitations, I guess, is what I'll say to that. Straight to hell. Lord, give me a great lesson. Divorce is the worst thing ever. Divorce is hell on earth. It truly is. Yes, Monica. Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially people like me and you. People like me and you, totally. That's totally the way it is. Oh yeah, divorce is as bad as it gets. I've never experienced anything even close to what a divorce is. My second divorce was so bad. It's hard to even think about it. It's literally hard to even have memory of it. The misery I went through. At the worst part of it, unable to sleep for weeks at a time, and 3 in the morning, pounding my fists on the floor, just on my face, pounding my fists on the floor, screaming things to God that I couldn't even repeat. I can't even believe he forgave me for saying the things to him that I said. But he did. He totally forgave me. And onward we went. And I think back of the things I said. Whoo, wow. It was like I was trying to burn my bridges with him. I was trying to get him to give up on me. I was begging him to kill me, actually. I was begging him to kill me. Every night, I would beg him, scream at the top of my lungs, asking God to kill me. It was absolutely brutal. Broken's not even a word. I was in some kind of state that I'd never even heard of or seen before. It was, yeah, I was like that. I was like that. A couple people tried to help a little bit, tried to help me, but nobody could. I wasn't in a state where you could even be around me. You couldn't even be around me. It was that bad. No, it wasn't a demon. It wasn't a demon. It was totally me. It was totally me. Um, the devastation of the divorce made me I stopped eating. I mean, I literally stopped eating food and almost died. I almost I malnourished myself to the point where I was close to death. And alcohol. Oh, you can't even imagine the alcohol I drank. A vicious amount of alcohol. God protected me through all of it. Yep. But when I think back on it now, I know for sure he was up there watching me saying, "Well, it's terrible to watch you go through this, but oh, are you ever being refined in a good way?" And that's what he was doing. He He was molding me into this. Okay, so I'm finally, for the first time in my life, happy with the person I am because I don't have that prideful, arrogant way I had when I was a musician and people were fawning over me and giving me all this attention, and I was eating it up with a spoon. I was terrible, terrible. Walking around thinking I was someone special. That kind of attitude is no good. It's no good. I'm embarrassed and ashamed of the way I acted back then. But I'm really not like that anymore. I've lost that. I'm able to keep my feet on the ground now. And for the first time, I look in the mirror and I look at myself. I'm happy with who I am. I'm not. I'm still looking to improve all the time, but the Lord did a good job of beating some stuff out of me. I needed it beat out of me too. Whew, did I ever? Nothing like 10 years isolation to do that. That pride, Monica, if there's one thing the Lord will beat out of one of us, it's that. It's that. So I'm going to give you an example. I sent an apology to somebody last night. I was sitting here. I did it right before my evening live stream last night. I'm going to read it to you. Okay, it's just a short, but this is an example. I want you to see that this is an example of how I've lost my pride and arrogance, okay, which I honestly have. So I'll leave the name out, but hi, and this person's name. The Lord has instructed me, and I put in brackets, and I agree that I should, to apologize to you for my arrogant and prideful last interaction with you. I'm very sorry for what I said and hope you're able to forgive me. I actually miss your friendship quite a lot and have deep regret for what I did. I'll leave it at that. I just needed you to know I'm truly sorry. So the prideful, arrogant Jeffrey would not have ever sent that email, probably. The new one is able to do that. I'm not the same person anymore, right? I had a friend and I made a big mistake. I sent a nasty email. Oh, it's going on probably 8 months or something ago, and it's been playing on my heart ever since. Like you gotta do something about that. You gotta do something about that. Finally, last night, I'm doing it now, and I sent that email. Now I haven't heard back, and I don't know if I will or not. If I don't, I don't. But at least I've done what I needed to do. I feel better. I feel better. Oh yeah, we say things in the heat of the moment. And you don't mean them, but what I said to him was very prideful and arrogant. It was terrible. I won't get into what I said, but it was pretty terrible. Not good behavior at all, especially for someone who's here representing God. Not good behavior at all. So does feel a little different spiritually. I'm not just, oh, no, no, no. Darcy, I promise you, you've made a bit. Now, make sure you repent. Make sure you repent. And here, this is what you want to do. In the description of that video, you'll find a deliverance prayer. Make sure you say that deliverance prayer now that you've gotten rid of all that stuff. Those pictures were causing you a spiritual disaster. It's going to take a few days and it'll clear itself out and you'll be all good again. You've made a big improvement in your life by doing that. I'm going to ask God if I need to apologize to anyone now. Probably most of us do, Wendy. There's probably somebody. Losing the pride. To my mom because I let go of my pride. It is, Monica. And boy, see, I could cry thinking about how prideful I was in the past, how arrogant I could be, and how it feels to actually lose that. Humble yourself before God. Humble yourself before the Lord, right? And just lose it all. Lose all that. Just let that wash away out of you. It's ask God to cleanse you of it because it's dirty. Arrogance and pride is dirty, completely dirty. Once you get rid of it, you become this whole new person. It's probably that arrogance and pride keeping you where you're at if you're like I was, right? And it's so hard to let go of it. But once you do, you'll be happy. Thank you, Privet. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Privet Andre. Not pride, no. Confidence. Confidence is fine, but I'd stay away from the pride totally. Hello, son of the mother. I don't think any amount of pride is good. No, I think pride is bad no matter what. Oh, look at that. It's my day off and the sun is shining out there. Oh, yeah. I'm going to enjoy this day so much. So much. And I forget who it was, but if any of you saw my video of me going into a coffee shop downtown and getting a cafe mocha, and it's one of those fancy downtown places, so expensive, almost $10 for a cafe mocha because I had whipped cream in it. $10 for it. So I said I was never doing that again, wasting $10 on a cafe mocha. You would have something to drink on your wall. Oh, jeez. Here I am about to tell the story, and somebody's doing it again. Thank you so much, Jojo. I was just about to say somebody sent me $10 and told me to get another one of those mochas. That's what I was just about to say. And just as I was about to say it, someone did it again. I can't remember who gave me the $10 that they told me, go get one of those expensive cafe mochas one more time. Here's the money. I know it's crazy. $10. $10 for a mocha. I almost fell over. Like, what? Actually, it was $8.93. It was almost $9. Way too much. But I got to say, it was good. It was really good. And they put whipped cream on the top and they put chocolate sprinkles on top of that. So it was tasty. Very good. At the Hamptons, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, you know what my biggest thrill has been? Like, I mean, money isn't a big thing to me. I'm not a materialistic person, okay? Having nice clothes now is, I gotta say, nice. I haven't had nice clothes in my life. But my biggest thrill of all with having a little bit of money was being in the grocery store and just being able to go around and put whatever I wanted in the cart. That was a rush that I never ever got to do before. So wrong. Oh, yeah, get rid of those rosaries. And time, space 2050, just remember, no emojis. Demons gave you self-confidence. No, demons didn't give you any self-confidence. Oh, you mean the pride and arrogance. Self-confidence is fine, though. Pride isn't. And everything you do deserves credit. Yep, but to who? If you never knew God exists, how could he blame you? You see why it's so. God is responsible for everything a person does that's good. Anything I do with this channel that's good, it's because he's guiding me. And Mandy, it's good to see you. Sorry, I didn't even notice that you were here. Very good to see you. My wrench-wielding moderator. Possession of a spiritual spouse and spiritual baby, and I forsake it in Jesus' name. Wow. Think you mean you rebuke it. You rebuke it in Jesus' name. I almost got that one before you. You were half a second quicker than me. And neither one of us could even hope to be as quick as Kirsty. She's not only the fastest draw in the West, she's one brutal self-defense trainer. I'll tell you that. Don't mess with Kirsty. Wait till she hears that story. She's going to laugh. It's horrible. Yes, and the thing to do, Jersey City Joe, is to always attribute it to God. Oh, wow. From Marie Louise, from one of my new assistants. Thank you so much, Marie, for your generosity. Thank you. I'm definitely going to have an expensive cafe mocha today. It looks like the wind has died down outside. It's just beautiful out there. I can't wait to get downtown and enjoy that sunshine. Sweet. Thank you so much, Marie. How to deal with anxiety attacks. Anxiety attacks are, again, demonic. Demonic. And humble. Oh, yes. Yes. If there is one thing that all of you need to remember who are in isolation and God is getting you ready for your purpose, there's one thing you got to remember is humility. Never, ever, ever stop striving to be humble. Without humility, it's all going to crash on you very fast. Nothing will do it like that. Nothing will do it like arrogance and pride. It will make you crash just like that. Okay, interesting question there for me, Nick C7. Big Harma has not made anything good ever. It's all sorcery. It's pharmakia. It's evil and is one of the biggest scourges on the planet. So that should answer your question. That should answer your question. It's all a lie. None of it's any good for you. It doesn't solve your problems. It creates new ones. And it brings on demons, addiction demons. And all of those things have a withdrawal syndrome, some so bad that you can barely even make it through it. If it's benzos, you won't survive the withdrawal of it. It's horrific. So stay away from all of those things, no matter what. Sound mind. That's right. Forgiven 5819. Oh, look at the sun shining in the window. I don't know if you can tell the sun is shining in. It's just so beautiful out there. Oh, wow, that sun is just beating in here. You can see from that window. Look at it just shining. Oh. Ain't I going to enjoy that today? And it was right windy, and the wind just mellowed right out. Now I'm feeling bad for Mr. Jacob because it's -6 out there, but he is in his little heated house, so he'll be fine. But hopefully it'll get nicer for him later on. Bought here is Xanax is the worst one. Period. That is the worst thing there is Xanax. Wow. That's rough on the stray kitties. Rough on the homeless furry ones. Humbling yourself always proves yourself to be a true follower. Absolutely. Absolutely, M. Gamble. That's right. If you don't get anything else out of my teaching, understand that one. This is the biggest lesson I had to learn was to lose my arrogance and my pride, humble myself before the Lord. That was the main one. There's nothing else as important as that. Make sure you get that one down pat. Because if you don't, your blessings won't come. The Lord won't put you in your purpose or anything if you don't get that. And He's going to watch you every step of the way to make sure you keep it. Yes, by the meekness and gentleness of Christ. Totally. He will not even bless you or give you a breakthrough or put you in your purpose. Nothing. If you don't get this one thing and get it good, get it down pat. Pride is a demon too. Pride is everything negative is a demon. What do I need to get out of my house to help stop the anxiety attacks? Oh, well, I don't know what you got in your house, Philby. What you got? Pictures of Jesus or a crucifix? Do you have? Well, let's just go over this list here quickly. I don't know what you got there. Pictures of Jesus or the crucifix, or Virgin Mary or the saints. Crystals or dream catchers. Images of dragons or serpents. Secular music stuff. Buddhas or Hindu stuff. A deck of playing cards or dice. Hollywood movies. Evil video games, which in my opinion all are evil. I think I said Hollywood movies. Fairies, garden gnomes, or elves. Christmas, Easter, or Halloween decorations. Owls, unicorns, or clowns. Skulls. Anything to do with anime. Pokemon. Harry Potter or any other ungodly books. Those are some of the main things. What did I strike a nerve there? Did I find something that you have? What do you have that's on the list? You have shattered the doctrine of crucifixion and redemption in just 1 minute. What exactly do you mean, Mohammed? And I'm guessing because your name is Mohammed, you might be a Muslim. Well, Keish Richards, I don't know that you're going to because I'm going to be ending the stream pretty soon. We're 2.5 hours in. Philby, you said, what did you mean when you said that? Oh, decorations for Christmas. I haven't used in years. They got to go. They got to go. Kristen Lecuyer, hello. Good to see you. You're in the heavily demon-infested country known as Canada. Christmas is beautiful. Don't be putting other people down. Christmas is not beautiful. Christmas is Saturnalia, and it's a pagan ritual, and the Lord hates it and does not want us celebrating it. You're celebrating a pagan ritual, and you're thinking you've been tricked into thinking it's got something to do with Jesus. Look at the name Santa Claus. Turn 2 of the letters around, you get Satan, but you don't realize that. And no one's putting any people down. We're putting down a pagan ritual, which is what Saturnalia is. So, nothing to do with putting people down. We're trying to save people from upsetting the Lord. So, Muhammad, are you going to answer? You've shattered the doctrine of crucifixion and redemption in just 1 minute. What do you mean by that? Yes, and Krampus. That's makes it really obvious. Over my house, I did. Oh, Emily. Oh, wow. You're wondering where the problem is. Bingo. You've just found it. Those got to go. Elves riding unicorns. See, it couldn't be worse. It's little demons on little spirit beings. Yep. How do I get out of the Christmas gift giving? Well, you put your foot down and you say, I can either offend people or I can offend God. Christmas gift giving comes from Saturnalia. That's the tradition. That's where the tradition started. Saturnalia. They gave gifts. That's what they did. And it morphed into Christmas. Some strange porn you're into. Yeah. Yep, that is. For sure. Yes, I see that now. Yeah, it is too. It is, yep. Oh, the sun is just pouring in here. It's beautiful right now. Yep, it is absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna really enjoy this day. Oh, that's a gift from God. He liked this live stream. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you some nice sunshine to enjoy your day off. Very long time. Stopped all that years ago. Yep, that's what it is. Saturnalia, without a question. I actually have a thing that somebody sent me the other day. It's it goes through all of the pagan holidays and their origins, so I can actually do a video on it. Horn. It was a gift from a friend. Knocked it down by mistake when the narcissist came into my life. The horn was broken. I threw the horn away, kept the horse figurine. I wouldn't. I'd get rid of the horse too, because it used to be a unicorn. I'd get rid of that too. Gift you'll accept is salvation from Jesus Christ. Very nice. They them that believe, for the Jews require a sign. It's Saturnalia repurposed, is what it is. It is definitely a pagan holiday, and it comes directly from Saturnalia, which was eventually outlawed because of all the debauchery that took place. It got out of control, and they had to outlaw it. So, Saturnalia, that's what Christmas is. Satan's claws, yes. Oh, there's no doubt. You can look back at the history of it. It's very obvious. It's very obvious. The word Santa is the most obvious part of it. I mean, literally, the symbol of Christmas, Santa Claus. Santa and Satan are pretty similar words. They didn't even really hide that one. So, folks, I'm going to have to, as much as I hate to, we got 100 people here. As much as I'd love to keep this going, I'm going to end the stream here. It's pretty creepy, isn't it? I should throw it all away. He said, better throw it all out. Yep. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I'm going to enjoy my day. I may actually be back before I go out today. So we might do a late morning live stream. I'm going to have breakfast and feed the furry ones and all that stuff. And then I just might come back for another stream before I go out. So keep an eye out for that. If you're interested in groove streaming again, it'll be a laid back groove stream because it is my day off and we're going to keep it laid back and mellow. Oh, I'm going to enjoy that mocha for sure. Okay, I'll see you guys in a while. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.